Hey! I'm keeping my mask on today because not because I'm going to the shops. I just come back from the shops actually. I had to go out for some milk and bread, but I'm keeping it on because it's cold out here. So I thought, you know, it actually keeps your face quite warm. You got a big nose like mine, you need to protect it from frostbite. So I'm just out for my daily walk basically, and it's snowing. It's not settling though, but it's a pain when it gets in your eye. And just show you the bit of the landscape. I'm not sure if I'm going to go anywhere far today because I've got to do my podcast at some point. Well, as soon as I get home and have my breakfast actually. Anyway, let's just film some scenery. Let's go this way. Still a little bit slippery underfoot. You'd hope the cold would have frozen the mud somewhat. So it's slipperier than normal even. They have so much rain though, so I'm going to go over here for a second. I don't think any of the ice, any of the water on the grass is frozen. It looks like it's still wet. Or maybe it is frozen. Let's get up close and have a look. See if that's actually ice. I don't think so because the ground's still soft. So I don't think it's cold enough for that water to have iced up. Maybe it's not as cold. It's not super cold, it's a little bit chilly. I've got a couple of layers on though. And my gloves. Still wearing these crappy trainers. We've got more holes than bloody well trainer now. So I'm going to try to avoid getting wet feet. It's a bit too cold, I want to get wet feet today. Mind you, it was particularly warm the other day. I got wet feet. No, it doesn't look like it's iced up. What? No, I didn't think it would do because the ground is still wet. The ground is still slippery and muddy as anything. Let's see if we can avoid getting wet feet though. I'm not sure if you can see the snowflakes. The less flakes are more like kind of tiny little balls of ice, balls of snow rather than like big flakes. You know you've got like a heavy storm when the flakes are really big, don't you? Wellies boots on the way. Some welly boots on the way. I've ordered some welly boots. I'm not sure if I can avoid getting wet feet to be honest. Yeah, there you go. I can already. Yeah, that's water. That's water with my feet. Oh well. Operation Keep Feet Dry has failed for the 10th day running. And now both my feet are wet. Oh man. Sludgy, squelchy. I ain't staying out long. Screw this. I ain't staying out here with wet feet for long. I think the snowflakes might be getting bigger. They're coming down heavier. I think it might be the wind's picked up. Let's have a look round Cat and Dog Pond and maybe we'll call that a day, huh? The hand holding the camera's all icy. Let's change hands for a bit. Give that hand a little bit of a stretch. do wonder how much birds feel the cold. Obviously they must feel it to a certain degree, but it's not like they can put any clothes on. They just have their feathers, don't they? The same feathers they have all year round. I don't think I think some animals get a thicker winter pelt, don't they? But I don't think birds do, they just same old feathers. So I'm sure the feathers give them quite a bit of protection though. But you don't hear about birds dying from hypothermia, do you? You'd assume that they don't, but who knows? Wet squidgy feet. Let's have a look at cat and dog pond for a few minutes. See if any birds have come over onto the pond. Oh, my Wellington boots can't come quick enough. I'm not sure how well the camera picks up these snowflakes. They look quite like, it's quite snowy, but I'm not sure if it's really picking it up on the camera. Because looking at the screen, you can't really see the flakes on the screen very well. See if I can put some on my hand. See, it's not that heavy. Yeah, there's one. It certainly looks heavy when you're looking around. Oh, a nice cup of tea when I get in, and some breakfast cereal. There you go. That's almost wintry. Oh, there's a squirrel having a little. Sorry, squirrel dude, didn't mean to frighten you. If I did. Yeah, the snow's not settling anyway, so I'm not going to come out here tomorrow and it'll be all, unless the snow persists and it gets colder, maybe then it will settle. We'll find out tomorrow when I come out from my walkie. No birds on the pond again, that's a shame. There was a few ducks on here for a few days, but they obviously decided it was a bit too dead out here, maybe. Where to find a pond with more life on it, maybe, I don't know. Are there any fish or any frogs or anything like that? I doubt there's any fish in there. Maybe a few hardy sticklebacks, who knows? I can't see any little fishies at the edge there. The best way to see the snow is when it hits my coat, so not much. Got a little bit on my beard, but it is snowing, trust me. It just doesn't, I'm not just know how well it picks up on the camera, that's all. Alright, I'm heading back because my feet are starting to get a bit icy. My feet are starting to feel a little bit icy. They're like, why have you put the cold water on me? What are you thinking? Stupid person. So let's get my butt back home. Probably only a 15-minute walk today, but you know, I didn't promise a certain length of walk, just that I would have a walk. And yeah, I had a little time off over Christmas in January. Because once I got lazy and didn't do one, I thought, well, there's no point doing any more. It's not like they're blinking well raking in the views by any means. But yeah, I think even if people did watch them, they'd get bored after a few because it's the same old scenery and the same old nonsense from me. Let me see if I can find a wintry poem on my phone. Oh, I've got to take my glove off. Oh, that is chilly. The things I do for my adoring public, all three of you. Right, let's do a search for snow. What's happened there? I didn't do that. Right, search snow. Come on. Right, Snow by Lewis McNeice. Let's get a bit closer, you can hear me. Snow by Lewis McNeice. The room was suddenly rich, and the great bay window was spawning snow and pink roses against it, soundlessly collateral and incompatible. World is suddenly than we fancy it. Sorry, world is suddener than we fancy it. World is crazy and more of it than we think. Incorrigibly plural, I peel and portion a tangerine and spit the pips and feel the drunkenness of things being various. And the fire flames with a bubbling sound for world is more spiteful and gay than one supposes. On the tongue, on the eyes, on the ears, in the palms of one's hands, there is more than glass between the snow and the huge roses. There you go, that wasn't very well read, was it? The camera's running out of battery as well. So, I think I'll say goodbye. You haven't got to see me walk home. I've only got 3 minutes left on battery anyway. No, actually, I'll just leave it till it runs out, sod it. If one person watches it to the end, that'll be 3 more viewing minutes. Oh, I got snow in my eye now. Oh, my eyes are blinking. Ugh. My eye got all gammy then from snowflake in it. Snow blind. Can't wait to get home, get my slippers on. And nice hot cup of tea, bowl of cereal, lay down on my bed and do my podcast. And then later on, a little bit of fallout, I should think. The worst thing is when the wind blows the ice into your eyes. That's quite painful actually. Kind of stings. Some hardy kids over there playing football. Hardier than I was at their age, I'm sure. Go out in the snow, you've got to be kidding. My right ear is cold as well. I haven't even got my headphones on. You think that'd keep my ear warm? Alright, battery's out. See you later guys, back tomorrow.